Lost in this hazy room, the darkness surrounds. Pulsating beats electrify the ground. I feel the energy, it's flowing through my veins.
Hey guys, good morning. It's April here with the Phoenix Collective, a group of like-minded individuals dedicated to the process and journey to finding our authenticity. That means our thoughts and our actions are in line with who we are. Okay, we are a collective of people that are just trying to better ourselves, and that's all it takes to be a member. I'm not better than you, you're not better than me. We're all suffering the human condition together. We're just at different stages of that. Okay, so that's why it's really important when you see somebody struggling to help them, all right, and not abandon them or talk behind their back or be the epitome of the boss energy, right? Big old sack of shit, right? We're loving one another, we're holding each other up, and we're supporting each other through life and its difficulties, okay? And we're not talking behind each other's back, except things that we might say to their face too, okay? We all know that we giggle and laugh and make fun of our friends, but that's nothing that we wouldn't say right in front of their face as well, right? Okay, that we act with integrity always. All right, so pulling cards in the past position, surprise, surprise. We got the Five of Pentacles, which means we're getting off the struggle bus a little bit, okay? But this is the Phoenix Collective, right? That means that we are light workers. Our life is not meant to be easy, folks, right? That we know, we understand with full clarity. Okay, that's the card I got clarifying off the Five of Pentacles, right? We understand fully that every struggle or obstacle put in our life is for a reason. We know that there's a divine plan for it and a higher reason. So when things approach us, yeah, we're still human, okay? We're still gonna get that momentary kind of paralysis, I guess you might want to call it, where we are searching for that meaning in our mind. But that's really where our mind goes now, instantly. Instantly, we're searching for that clarity. Like, what is this situation telling me? What do I need to do with this? Why am I going through this? Okay, so I see that we are in the midst of some kind of a new struggle, okay? And like I said, I told you guys about this last week, that with this purging and with this new beginning, right, we're entering the gateway of a new beginning, okay? That all of that old needs to come out. So anything unresolved that we haven't dealt with is going to come to the light. That's also that Plutonic energy, right? Where things need to be revealed right now. So there's no getting out of it. So if you have any skeletons left in your closet, folks, let's just bring them out and let them join the party. All right? Because that is our dark side. And remember, we are integrating that dark side into our light. We're bringing it up so it can be illuminated and become part of who we are. All right? Let's not be scared of that side of us. It's who we are. All right. So I just really want to point out this card here, okay? So this is how I know that we're on the struggle bus. We're feeling out in the cold a little bit, feeling like maybe we are being disconnected from our community or from assistance, or really isolated to struggle alone. But I want to remind you, okay, that this is different than the past, okay? We have a soul tribe. We have people. We're not alone. We're never alone, okay? Even if you don't feel like you have people here in the 3D world, you have them in the 5D world behind you all the time, right? Light workers, we have a team of people. So this is just a call to remind everybody today to talk to your guides and be open and have that open channel of communication with your soul tribe here on Earth, and the ones that have proven themselves to care and love for you, okay? Fuck everybody else, even like immediate family or pretend friends, because look, do you see those 5 pentacles? There's 5 pentacles in that stained glass of that church. All right. So these people are struggling right past it. Right up in that the glass of that church is hope for the future and care and support. That's just illustrating that the spirit realm has your back, and there are people willing to aid and assist you. You're not alone. right? But we had the clarity to see that, all right? And we have this clarity to look at the situation and really make meaning of that, okay? And we understand that when we bring our shadows into the light and we honor our past and who we are, we can see the blessings in that, and it can be our greatest source of creativity and strength, that our shadows are becoming our biggest strengths. That part of us that we have hidden and suppressed and pretended didn't exist to the rest of the world, or things we don't want people to know about us, talk about them. Okay? I have a past laced with addictions and abandonment and suffering, and I've had a lot of trauma from childhood and my own family, things that have been done to me, like because of people wanting to suppress the negative, right, and put on airs. I have been abandoned from my family, and that was ingrained in me for the longest time, that I had to hide those things to be accepted and loved. But I don't. I don't at all. And actually bringing them to the light and talking about these things has been my greatest source of strength. Right now I can help others that are going through this shit. All right. So love your dark side, you guys. You are becoming that stained glass to help others as well. All right. So let's get through these last little bit of challenges and then rise like the phoenixes that we are. Right. The phoenix represents, so the phoenix basically makes its own pyre, that's a funeral bed, right? And incinerates itself in it. And then it burns itself down to that fine, it's called calcianato in alchemy, right? So it's an alchemical process of purification, taking yourself down to the purest state, right? So that you may rise up pure. And that's what the phoenix represents. So we are in that process of calcianato, that first step of the alchemical process. So in the current position, I am pulling the first card is the High Priestess, which is your energy. And the High Priestess is the energy of you that I'm picking up on right now. And that is just a card of self-knowledge and intuition. So we know ourselves. Okay? And we understand that all the answers that we need, we can find from within. We don't have to go outside ourselves for any answers, right? We just need to get quiet and listen and feel our body. And then that is also showing that ability to search for higher knowledge and a purpose in things, okay? We have risen to this, okay? And this is, you can't get any higher than the High Priestess. Now, the counterpart to the High Priestess is the Hierophant, who is the teacher, the leader of spirituality, right? It's showing kind of priest energy, but I don't like I like Hierophant better because, sometimes the word priest has a negative connotation, or pastor, but the Hierophant is without that religious aspect, and it just means a teacher of spiritual knowledge, okay? And it could also mean that now you're called upon to be that teacher, okay? That it's time for you to take your intuition and self-knowledge and share that. And hell yeah, dude, like for real, with the world, okay? Because the world card this is the last card in the majors, okay? And it shows completion, the end of a cycle. All right, it shows you that we now have that ability to ascend in any situation, and see it for what it is, okay? Without ego. It's a real card ego death. All right, that we now can rise above and get outside of our body and look down at the situation and see all parties that it affects and understand where all parties are coming from without judgment, and to be able to make decisions that are in line with that. Okay, this is a beautiful, beautiful place to be at. Even though it might feel like towers are crashing all around you right now, that, oh my God, once again, I'm going through. No, this is just Spirit's way right now of that Queen of Swords energy we got last week of cutting through the fog, okay, and seeing what's left to sort through, and really bringing that out with that Ace of Swords clarity from Spirit. It's a gift from Spirit, you guys. This is a beautiful place to be right now. We cannot ask for a better place to arrive at this current moment in time, right? This is the last month, the last few days, this final push into the age of Aquarius. Okay, we got 4 days left. 4 days. I'm so excited for what the future is going to bring. I mean, look, we already got Trump as our president. Fuck yeah. What does the future hold for us? All right, so when I pulled out this card, I immediately pulled it out in reverse. But I had told Spirit that I wasn't taking reversals today. So when it does that, then I kind of just toss it up in the air, and I'm like kind of frustrated because I'm like, come on, I said no reversals, right? And I'm like, what? How do you want this card to land? And I tossed it like 3 times, and both times it ended up like this. Okay, so what that is telling me that it doesn't matter if it's up or down, that both of these situations are applying to us. Okay, so when it's in reverse, that means that we're putting enormous pressure on ourselves to be perfect. That's a mask, folks. That is us suppressing that light side or that dark side or shadow side and trying to put on the air that we are perfect. That nothing is bothering us, that we are good and golden when we're not, right? It's through these imperfections that we're going to shine, right? It's by bringing them up and talking about them. And then that's why I've been exposing a lot lately, just kind of personally, because it's like without experience, we fail to relate to the rest of the world. And a lot of people could be thinking, who the fuck is this girl? And who is she to be able to talk like this? Trust me, I've been through it and I'm still going through it. My life is not perfect, okay? I am still unearthing shadows and very much real, okay? And now, when it's upright, it still shows that struggle and burden of taking on too much. So this card, either way, is just saying, hey, relax. You don't have to be perfect right now. You don't have to take on the weight of the world. You don't got anything to prove but you. Be you. Okay, and it's through that you're going to shine. Okay, and then on the floor, let's go down together and back up. Okay, I got it. Whoops. The sun. Okay, the sun shows that need to like let your inner child out and be a little goofy, have fun, see the beauty in the world. But it's a beautiful card of illumination, right? Because it takes that sun to cast onto the dark, to bring it up, and when you bring it up into the light and integrate that in. And this is a real reminder that we all come from source, right? And the sun represents source. It represents that purification, right? That calcinato again I'm talking about, bringing us down to our purest form. You know, when we're born, we are perfect. Okay? And I'm going to say that again because I want everyone to understand that. You are perfect. The child that you were born as is worthy of love, and everybody deserves that unconditional love just for the fact that they were born on this planet. And that's why I love all of you, and I first of all love myself so that I can love everyone, because without that ability to love myself, I'm not vibrating at a frequency that allows me to love others in a pure way. That's when boundaries get muddled, okay? And that's that past position, right? That's that past of struggle, right? That childhood trauma of you know, how we were raised or how people treated us and continue to treat us and make us not feel worthy of love. And then what do? We attract in relationships that are abusive and continue to mirror that, okay? When you come up from a place of like really feeling like you have to give all of yourself to everybody else because that's the only way you're going to be loved, you forget about yourself, okay? It also puts you in real harmful situations, right? When you're around people that are vibrating at a lower frequency. You end up in rooms where you're scanning the room, right? From this place of protection, right? Where you're in that masculine energy and you'll hyperfixate on the people that pose the most risk to you. Okay, and then those are the ones you end up in relationships with because that's where all your time and attention is going. So we end up in these really, really harmful like patterns, and then we're striving to make them love us just like we did our family, just like we did our parents. So this is really a time for us to acknowledge all of that and like what brought us to where we are and who we are and what we're trying to do, okay? And really where we can look at ourselves detached from ego and realize that the whole world is suffering like that, okay? All right, so let's let the sun shine today. I keep holding it in reverse and I don't like that. All right, but it is upright in its kingdom, okay? And it's shining on you today, asking you to purify yourself and love yourself and let out your goof. All right. I love all of you guys. Remember, we are all connected as one. Okay. That means that we all come from the same source, that by improving yourself, you are improving those around you. Okay. So be kind to yourself, but be kinder to your brothers and sisters. We're all suffering the human condition together. Love and light.